So when should you run Facebook ads in your business? Isn't that the $1 million question? Well, maybe not, but that question just keeps coming up. Like, when am I ready to start running Facebook ads? I see people doing it all the time. You know, my feed is basically filled with different Facebook ads or Instagram ads. And, you know, you might be thinking that it might be something that can help your business. So if you're wondering this, I think this video is definitely going to help you. And last week we did talk about whether Facebook ads are even worth it. So if you're not sure, definitely go and check that video out first. But the answer isn't going to be as easy as yesterday. Because it's really not that easy. It does depend on what you have going on and what your business looks like. If you already know that Facebook ads might be a good fit for you, but you don't know when you're ready to do it, an easy way to start identifying this, especially if you're a newer entrepreneur or newish entrepreneur, is to see how fast do you really want to grow? And everything I'm about to say is assuming that you already have, you know, a solid offer, you know who you're talking to, and you know your brand and all these different things that you would typically identify, you know, when working with a coach or in a group program like my Impact Incubator, which, shameless plug, it is open right now. So if you're interested, definitely apply. But you know, when should you even start thinking about this? I have had clients that have come to me, to my agency side, Kamila Social, where we run Facebook ads for clients a lot of times. We've had people come and work with us that were in the very beginning of their journey where they haven't had very many clients or any clients or customers for their courses before. And we've had people that we work with that are already at multiple six figures in their business, and they're just looking to amplify that. And, you know, in order for them to do even bigger launches, they need to run ads and so on and so forth. So when is the right time? And it really does depend on you. So I know people hate this answer, but let me just kind of expand on this, okay? So a great thing that you can consider is, if you don't have the time, invest the money. If you don't have the money, invest the time. Now, ideally, you'll be investing both, right? So you want to be investing in your business in all ways. You want to be investing, you know, with your time, with your money, with your energy, with your mind, and, you know, all the things spiritually. You just want to invest in your business, because if you're not really doing that, if you have one foot in, one foot out, then you're going to get really lukewarm results either way. And it really does take a lot to grow a successful business. It's not just as easy as, woohoo, you watch a webinar and everything just magically appears, and you know, you have unicorns flying you around. I guess that would be a Pegasus. No, that's a unicorn. Not important. When is a good time for you? Well, like I said, you know, if you are in a 9-to-5 job, for example, and you don't have a lot of time to grow a big audience through, you know, whether it's Instagram posting or, you know, being on podcasts, or, you know, just all the different things that you can do, that actually takes quite a bit of time to build up so you can have a viable audience, and then continuing to get new leads into the, you know, in your door every day, ideally. That is going to take time. And if you don't have the time to build that out, and you want to see results quicker, and you want to just, you know, basically speed up the timeline that it takes for you to see really awesome results, potentially running Facebook ads sooner is going to be a good idea. Now, if you are going to be running Facebook ads, you do always have to be willing to potentially lose the money that you invest into ads. And most people will probably not tell you this, because, you know, they want to paint this amazing picture of, you know, you put $1 in, you get $2 out. And that is obviously what we're aiming for, plus much more. But for anybody that's newer to ads, it's likely that you're not going to see a result like this. However, something that Facebook ads will allow you to do is building an audience of people that might be a great fit for you, that you can then sell to, whether it's high ticket offers like coaching or services or courses or, you know, ebooks or whatever it is that you're selling. So if you are willing to create that audience faster and basically have this shortcut to having a built audience, and also identifying whether your product is even, you know, a good product that people actually want, I think running ads is going to be a good fit for you, and you might be ready to just run them at those ads right now. So if you have at least $1,000 that you wouldn't be like distraught over if you lost the money, I would recommend just starting and running some ads right now. Now, obviously, you do have to make sure that you have a solid funnel. You have to make sure you have a solid freebie. I talk about all the things you need to have in place before you run ads, so I do have a whole separate video on this. Make sure that you check that out if you're not clear. But provided that you have all these things in place, you could just start running ads right now. But again, you have to be okay with potentially not making the money back instantly. It might take a month, it might take 3 months. It really depends on you, really. It depends on you. So if your offer works, if you're good at sales, and what the price point is, and who you're selling to, and if it is a proven offer, and just a lot of different things, of course. But for a lot of people, even if you're newer, as long as you have the materials necessary and the clarity necessary to get out there in an amplified way, because again, Facebook ads are an amplifier, right? It's all about getting more eyeballs to the thing you've created. If you're okay with that and you want that and you don't want to wait to have that happen for you, then why wait to run ads, right? Why wait if you're willing to do it? If you're okay with, the potential repercussions of that, which is just losing a little bit of money. If that's okay with you, go and run the ads. Whether you do them yourself or you hire someone to do it, you're going to have the clarity and the results much sooner than someone that's potentially just, trying to grow their Instagram account on their own, or maybe, working with some bot agency to grow their Instagram with not quite ideal people like bots and stuff like that. You're not going to get sales like this, right? So ads are the best way to get in front of a targeted audience that might actually be interested in what you have to say. So that's really important. If you're willing to do that, if you're willing to potentially lose $1,000, because that's what I would say, put aside $1,000 to run ads. It doesn't have to be just one campaign. It can be 2 or 3. But that's probably a good number, like $300 per campaign, if you will. Pretty solid to get started with. You should be able to make that investment back, especially if you're selling high ticket and you're actually decent at sales. Now, of course, if you haven't been running ads for a while and you maybe already have an audience, you can also just dive right in and run ads because it's going to amplify your results. So this is where, people are like, okay, I have a Facebook group, I have an audience on Instagram. How do I find new people? I need to get in front of new people because I've tapped my market out. I've tapped my audience out. I have no one else to sell to. Go and run ads, right? Go and run ads. This is the fastest way for you to get in front of new people. If you're not willing to invest the time it takes to post in Facebook groups or get on podcasts or, do whatever, then why not do ads, right? I just don't understand why people wouldn't do ads, especially if they're already making a lot of money and they're really needing to get in front of new audiences, especially if you're about to do a launch or, something like that. If you're a serious entrepreneur and you are looking to be in business for a while and you know that your offer is already proven and people have purchased it before, running ads can really get you from here to there really quickly if you have the patience to make them work, and if you're working with somebody that can help you and really give you the right information on what to do and how to do it. So if you need help, I can definitely help you with this, but you could potentially do this yourself too. Basically, long story short, if you have all the ducks in order, you can totally run ads right now. Even if you're new, as long as you're willing to potentially lose the money and not see it returned back to you for a while, that's totally fine. Or if you're a more established entrepreneur and you want to do a launch or something like that, and you're really serious about it, and again, you're not going to be distraught and crying in a corner if you lose $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever, then you're totally fine. Go and do it. It's going to be just great. Now, the only time I would say you're not ready to run ads is if you don't have anything in order. You don't know what you're selling. You don't know who you are. You don't know what your special thing is. You don't have anything created. You're just boosting a bunch of posts for no reason whatsoever, which, by the way, I will talk about boosting posts next week. Maybe that's something you need to kind of, pump the brakes on a little bit. Okay, so either way, I'm really curious to hear what your experience has been with Facebook ads and when you started running Facebook ads in your business. And if you haven't started running Facebook ads in your business quite yet, when are you thinking about starting to run Facebook ads? I'd love to see your responses down below in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, I would love for you to share this with somebody that might benefit from seeing this. Thank you so much for hopping on and seeing this video, and I look forward to supporting you in the next one.